Thanks for coming, by the way.
Yeah, of course, bro.
You're
Dude,
our,
I fucking love this project.
you're our first official guest speaker. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels good, bro. I'm
Right
a
on.
big fan.
Just such a perfect meme, hey?
It is, dude. I'll tell when someone showed me this, I didn't know what was going on. It was dead as a flat chart, and I just was buying based on his word. And I woke up a couple days later, and you know what happened.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. Guardian Guardian has a way of doing that. He'll find gems and just make everybody happy.
yeah, I made a post earlier. I like the meme. The meme is right. It's spot on. It fits. It's culturally like appropriate for the space. It's on the right chain. It's in the right spot. I mean, I like it all.
I think it's got everything going for it. It's the Stonks meme is the embodiment of cryptocurrency as a whole, in my opinion. It's just perfect.
Yeah, I agree. The timing's great too. I mean, everything has really started to work out. So I
Yeah,
like it. I'm
it's all coming together, man. Guardian's really he's really done it here. I think this is going to be huge. And there's very bullish news in the pipeline, but I'm not going to share it. I'm going to let Guardian do that. He's been working so hard the past 3 days, just nonstop. So we're just getting started, guys. And I'll share another post up top with a link to our Telegram group. If you're not in there yet, make sure you hop in.
Yeah, the community might be getting some key alpha today. Who knows? We'll see.
Uh-huh. You'll just have to come in and see. How's it going, Bankinu? How's your day?
It's been a wild day, man. I can't even tell you what I've been up to. It's work. You know how it is, grinding in the rat race, checking my stonks balance every 10 minutes as it goes up. Yeah. No, it's a good day.
I had such a hard time staying off my phone today at work. My boss probably wasn't very happy with me today, but that's okay. I got Stonks now. I don't need him.
Yeah. I mean, today's one thing, but what about last night when it was pumping hard, right? You know, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I had a hard time. I was up till 2:30 in the morning, and my phone was vibrating so much through the night. I woke up and my wife was sleeping on the couch. It almost vibrated itself off the end table. It was
And this is just day 2. You know, it's
yeah.
we haven't seen anything yet. Anything. I don't know if you guys caught the spaces with David Goxstein yesterday. He's a bag holder, and he was sharing some incredibly bullish sentiments about the project. With the rest of that Spaces call, and a lot of people were butthurt that they couldn't get in early. And
I heard that part. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got super bullish because the fact that they cared enough that they missed out shows you what we're onto.
And they didn't even miss out. Like 5 million market cap for something like this is so low. This is so
It's
undervalued right now.
100%. It's still a gem, dude. Even at 5 mil, it's a gem.
Yeah, it's a long line of X's, I think, are in line.
Yeah. No, I'm chilling. I have no worries, and there's such a great team behind this project. It's all about the team, right? I mean, I'm sure there's been Stonks coins that have come and gone in the past, previous cycles, but this team, they're experienced, they know what they're doing, they got the right connections. There is a plan, and it's being executed incredibly well and meticulously, and people are going to see the results of that very soon.
Yeah, it's all coming to fruition for sure. Guardian, he's followed his plan to a T. It's really impressive, man.
Yeah.
He's put a lot of thought into this, and I'm happy to see it working out for him.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I'll say. The person that introduced me to this coin, uh, and I just don't name drop, but the person that introduced me to this coin, is, you know, has a big community, right? A big following, and I know that him and others alike were just simply bullish on the meme, on the timing, and we're excited at that point. And so, even even when there wasn't really knowledge of what was happening or the team or whatever, I mean, we just started buying it because it was fucking stonks on ETH, right? It's so to even see that there's a team pushing it was just kind of like Christmas morning for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, definitely good day. How's it going,
Hi
Guardian?
everyone. It's going good. How are you all doing?
Fantastic, man.
All
Happy to have
right.
you here.
Yeah. Sorry that I'm a little bit late, guys. I've been dealing with some family stuff. I'm actually technically on vacation. This kind of happened about a week earlier than I was expecting it to. Um, but you know what? Like, it is what it is, and we're rolling with it. So, yeah, I'm super hyped. So hey, how's it going, Saucy?
What's up, man? It's going. I'm just hanging out. I'm eating right now, but wanted to make sure I came and plugged in and supported you guys.
Awesome. I appreciate that, man. We've got a lot of exciting things happening, and I mean, there's going to be very few people who are able to say that they were in on that initial pump. Um, yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm ready. I should. Everybody, please like and retweet the room if you are able to. It really helps uh, bring more people in. So
Yeah, I
let
should
me
have
do
said
that real
that.
quick.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what Stonks is about, the meme, it's you know, Stonks is kind of about profiting off of seemingly poor investment choices, right? That's the meme. That is super viral. It's been super viral for years. Everyone knows about it. It's a great meme. It's been my personal favorite meme for a long time. But the meme itself, it's making money off of seemingly poor investment choices, right? And that's kind of what meme coin culture is all about, right? You know, people would say that it's like, why are you putting money into a liquidity pool with a picture of a bear on it or something like that, and then you make a good amount of money off of it, right? That's what meme coin culture is all about. It's successful geez, I cannot speak. Successful degeneracy. And yeah, that's what Stonks is all about. So I'm super hyped because I think the meme itself is the best representation of crypto as a whole, especially meme coin, like the meme coin communities. And I think that we're sitting on a blue chip. Like there are very few memes of Stonk's stature and popularity. You know, there's Pepe, Wojak, Stonks, and a few other that are so widely known. And even then, like people don't know Wojak's name, even though he's in like every meme out there. A lot of people don't know Pepe's name if you're not, younger, or involved in a lot of politics. But everyone knows Stonks because like the meme is literally the word in the picture. Everyone knows what it is. It does not get more normie friendly than this. I've gotten several people who I know in real life ask about like what crypto should I get into, and they don't like meme coins, but they like Stonks, right? Because they think it's funny. They know it. They've known it for years, and it makes sense too. Like it's a meme that's got a big chart on it. Like it's a meme about investing. Who wouldn't invest in the investing meme, right? It doesn't get more normie friendly than this, and I strongly believe this is going to go to 1 billion market cap or beyond.
I couldn't agree more. And to speak on your normie friendly comment, I actually onboarded 2 of my normie friends today at work because they were so fired up about the meme without even knowing anything about it. They
That's
saw it and they
awesome.
aped.
Dude, exactly, bro. Stonks. That's all I can say. Hey, how's it going, Amina?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me up here.
Sure, happy to have you here.
Thank
So,
you. I want to go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I want to share with you guys. I don't think that we're bullish enough on this ticker, really. If you guys just go on and read on the Business Insider, you guys will get a clear explanation of how it started. The entire saga during GameStop, AMC, right? It all it all really involved the word stonks. So let me read you guys because this is why I'm bullish on it, okay? Especially right now during the time that social media is huge and we can amplify our message more than ever, right? More people get into memes, into crypto, and here is stonks. So I'll read this to you guys if you guys don't mind. You guys are okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. According to Business Insider, okay, in the midst of an ongoing whirlwind saga involving video games retailer GameStop and Reddit forum known as Wall Street Bets and multiple hedge funds, one word has been on the tip of everybody's tongue, which is stonks. An international and admittedly pretty funny misspelling of the word stocks. Stonks started as a meme in the latter part of the 2010s, and if we remember, the economy was really bad back then. So this was kind of like a middle finger to hedge funds. So let me continue reading to you guys. So in the latter part of 2010, and has become a fixture online since. As Slate's Jordan Weissman wrote, stonks has become a popular word in the discussion around internet-fueled boosting of the unlikely stocks such as GameStop. Oh, I have one more paragraph to go. It's little surprise that the meme has become emblematic of the ongoing saga, which has been dominated by a David versus Goliath narrative of Redditors banding together to skyrocket the value of GameStop stock at the expense of hedge funds who had bet on it falling. In the time since GameStop stock began to meteorically rise, day traders have targeted other companies including AMC, Nokia, Bed Bath & Beyond. So keep that in mind as we're trying to grow this space. We will have a lot of newbies come in, and what an appealing ticker, right? Stonks. In my opinion, it would really appeal to the huge number of investors that have gone into AMC as well as GameStop, and those that missed it, that just happen to know about it. So that's why I'm bullish on stonks, and I'm really glad that you guys are putting on this space. It just shows that you guys are really interested in growing the community, and here we are. So thank you.
Thanks for saying that. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm super excited that this kind of surfaced at the same time as Roaring Kitty coming back, GME, AMC, all those the meme stocks that they started flying again. Like how fitting, right? I wish that I launched it myself so that I could say it was all part of the plan or something like that. But we're all here by chance, and we're gonna make the most of the opportunity we've been given. And I think that that's another thing that's gonna be huge in this meme going to a billion plus. GameStop is gonna keep on going up. AMC is gonna keep on going up. Roaring Kitty is back. It looks like he's gonna be back for a decent amount of time. I don't think that Jamie is done. That wouldn't make sense to me. I think he's gonna be, or Roaring Kitty is gonna continue to push it for well over a month. And maybe we could even see the Stonks meme resurface in just the normal sense, not even the coin. And it starts going viral again. Because like that's what was that's what it was all about. Those meme stocks, they were really what made it big. And those meme stocks are going big again. So it's perfect timing, and that's just another part that plays into this perfect storm that is stonks. And yeah, I'm super bullish. Thanks for reading that off for us.
Yeah, you stole my quote there, Guardian. I was going to say perfect storm as well. Now I got nothing.
So yeah, I know that this is a newer project, so a lot of people likely have questions. So this will be kind of an open forum as our first space, and anyone is welcome up. And in the meantime, I'll just start explaining what this journey has been, and I'll include as much detail as possible so that you guys um, know as much as you should know as investors, right? So I saw Stonks launch not too long ago, like a few weeks ago, or 2 months ago, and I didn't really touch it because there was already a team there, and I wasn't super bullish on them. So I waited. They went in inactive for about a month, and then I bought in for the first time at like 7,000 market cap. I tweeted it out, and I was like, "Hey, if anyone wants to do a CTO, reach out." No one reached out. It went from 7K all the way to 200K, and then back down to like 40K. And so at 40K, I bought up a ton of the supply, about 18%. I was aiming for 25%, but I was only able to get to 18 because it started flying while I was accumulating, and I wasn't pushing the chart. It's just other people started catching on. And I got to 18% of the supply. I handpicked a few people for the team, people that I know that I trust, who I've seen really excel in various different areas that are important in a community takeover. And I gave those three people 1% of the supply. I gave our artist 0.5% of the supply, and he is also going to be paid commission as well, about $20 per art piece, and which we pay for in bulk. And I'm sharing all of this because, as it is a community takeover, likely in the future people will be donating, and this is the community fund. It is no longer my fund what I have donated. And so yes, I may be the only contributor as of right now, but it is the community's money. And if people want to spend it on something, then we'll make sure that happens. But yeah, uh, we sent the 1% to those three people, 0.5% to our artist, and then I put 8% ish, between 7 and 8% in the marketing slash exchange wallet. And since then, I have lined up several exchanges that are ready to fire off. I'll only list two of them, MEXC and LBank. I just need to cut the check for those, and then it's all good. I've already got the tether raised, which we OTC sold off of the um, exchange wallet. And by the way, guys, that is incredibly bullish. I needed to raise like $90,000 in tether, to prepare for the MEXC listing, because we're trying to do as heavy tether weighted as possible in order to prevent them from potentially, dumping on the chart, which has happened to other projects before. It's not like an MEXC thing. MEXC is fantastic, especially for what people have to pay for it. It's a very high quality exchange in what they provide. Um, but we're going very tether weighted, so it took only like an hour to raise that $90,000 in tether. And there's so many people lined up still to buy OTC. And if I were to fulfill all of those requests, then we wouldn't have a marketing fund anymore. Like, there are so many people who want to buy, and they want to buy with $10,000 to $50,000, and they don't want to move the chart. All right. So if you guys think that this chart is done moving, you're wrong, because soon there's going to be a breakout, and the people who are sidelined, or the people who just want a bigger bag and have been accumulating, they're going to see, okay, there's no more time to accumulate. I'm just going to shove the rest of the stack. Right. And that's going to happen. And I don't know if it's going to happen today, tomorrow, a few days from now, but it will. And even if that wasn't something that was on the horizon, we have a lot of things planned. Like I said, listings are going to be going live very soon. And like the narrative, I don't believe this narrative can die. I don't believe it can die. Like, even if every single person on the the CTO team right now were to leave, I bet that another handful of 5 to 10 people would step up, take over, and drive it to a billion. Like, the meme is too powerful. And it's too relevant. The narrative is too good. So yeah, and I've got a couple other people that I'm planning on bringing on board. You'll probably see them, um, you know, posting about the project in the near future, because there's a lot of people interested. There's a lot of people interested, and I'm not necessarily saying like I'm paying people. That's not what's happening. It's just they don't want to go public and move the chart at the wrong time, right? Because if they were to go public at the wrong time, like before we get the listings up, we could be listing into strength, which I don't want to go into, but it's not the best for the chart. So, yeah, all things aside, I don't want to get too in depth, because a lot of it may be confusing for anyone who hasn't run a project before. Um, there's just a lot of bullish things happening. I think 5 mil market cap is incredibly cheap, and if I didn't already own how much I did, then I would be buying more. And as far as my own bag goes, I've got about 30 billion tokens. I'm perfectly comfortable saying that. And I'm telling you now, I'm not going to be dumping onto the chart. I'm not going to be selling onto the chart. I've got plenty of ways to make more money than my bag is worth with my bag. And whether that's through a V3 pool, adding liquidity to the V2 pool, or just OTC selling after, we have several exchanges up, we have market makers, the market makers are generating tether, and then we can be using that tether for buybacks and burns, right? So, I'm not going to round trip. No, I'm here to make money, but I'm also here to cultivate a strong community and bring this meme where it deserves, because this is my favorite meme, and it has been since, like my sophomore year of high school. Like, so it feels like forever ago. It's always been number one for me. And I know that's true for a lot of people. So, big things are happening, and I'm doing my best to be as transparent as possible. The team that I selected and Art selected, well, he's the person on the project account right now. We hand selected because we genuinely believe they're the best at what they do, right? And, like, perfect example, our website. It took our website guys like a couple hours to put our website together, and it looks fantastic. I know nothing about technical stuff. I'm completely helpless with that. I don't know anything about websites, and it looks incredible, like one of the best websites I've seen. And they only had it up in a few hours, and they said it was temporary. Like these people are insane. And I cannot stress enough. We have so much planned, and everyone here is so incredibly early. All right, Stonks is a bigger meme than I mean, pretty much everything I can think of except for Pepe, right? And even then, I would say it's on par with Pepe as far as virality and popularity goes. I think it's just a different kind of popularity. So like, yeah, and if you don't think that this meme is going to be a top 10, 15 meme this cycle, then I think you're sorely mistaken. And of course I may be wrong, but I really do not think I am. And a little bit about myself, I started crypto just a few months ago with $800, and I became a millionaire on paper the other day, right? And so this is a lot of money for me, and I would not have as much money as I do in Stonks if I did not genuinely believe in it. All right. And there's nothing I can do to make everyone trust me. You can take my word or leave it. I don't really care. I'm gonna take this meme to where it belongs, regardless. And I hope that everyone here is gonna ride the wave with me.
I sure am. Absolutely, buddy. Let's go.
Same, ditto.
I don't think I've ever heard a more bullish speech than that, honestly. It's a good thing I'm sitting down right now.
I wish I recorded that, man. It's and play it back when we hit a Billy.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I I didn't I didn't plan that out. I was kind of worried I wasn't gonna have anything to say, but yeah, still, if anyone has anything they want to ask, feel free to come up. I was hoping that at least one person would request up in the time that I was speaking. There we go. We got a
Yeah, we
request.
got one.
Hey, let's go. What's up, Normie? How are you doing?
Normie, dude. I'm kind of sitting on the sidelines right now in this project, but I want to explain something to you. It speaks to me fairly well. And the only reason why I'm sitting on the sidelines right now is because I'm fully deployed in another project you probably know a little bit about, but I'm not going to even speak about that. But I'm actually an OG AMC ape. I haven't even sold a single share. I was there for the 801 battle. If you guys even know anything about that, I followed like the dude Trade Trades, who actually disappeared someday, but he's kind of the guy that got me into the whole AMC thing a long time ago. But I'm pretty pumped up on Stonks because Stonks, it speaks wonders to me because I actually started all my stuff like in AMC, and I did a full round trip all the way back down to the reverse split down to almost like nothing. I've got like 50 grand in AMC right now. That's probably worth like 2 grand maybe at tops, but I believe in that like short squeeze and that stuff is still going on. I still follow a lot of those people and see and the things that are happening in that whole little atmosphere of its own. But my point I'm trying to get to in this whole thing is the thing with Roy and Kitty coming back and this like Stonks kind of popping right now. People are they're pretty crossed over from AMC, GME, those kind of squeeze stuff into crypto and things. So this is like a really good play in my eyes in that sense. So I'm just basically kind of waiting to like get paid next. Actually, one's Wednesday, so I can kind of like do my best to ape into this project as well. But Stonks as a meme obviously is like not going to die like ever. It doesn't even make any sense like why it would, because to this day people are still typing the word like in any conversation. I don't know if you ever used to go on like stock twits, things like that. Like Stonks is like the every other word that's pretty much typed on. It's basically a social thing for things that are like tickers and stuff you can follow. You can actually follow some crypto things on there as well. But with all that being said, I'm one of the guys on the sidelines waiting. I look for little dips, kind of hoping that I'll have money to like be able to buy in on some of the stuff that you said about the exchanges and things like that sounds extremely bullish to me. So that kind of gets me kind of fired up. But as a dude on the sidelines looking for another play, this is kind of something that seems very interesting to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I just want to add on to that. People don't really they don't expect enough from Roaring Kitty's return, right? I don't want to read too much into his memes, but there were several that hinted at Ethereum. in his memes, including his Avengers one. You all probably know this. Like I'm sure that pictures went viral on Twitter when he posted it, but he has not mentioned anything about crypto yet. Right? He hasn't said anything about crypto yet, and my personal kind of thought is that he probably is a big fan of crypto because crypto itself is kind of like a big middle finger to the stock market and to institutional money and to regulation and centralization, right? And that's kind of what he's all about, and that's what the GME, the AMC movement, all of those that's what that's all about, right? And so I think that a lot of money is going to be flowing into Ethereum. And even if Roaring Kitty decides not to do anything with Ethereum, and that was just to mess with us in his posts, even if that happens, an Ethereum ETF is already approved, right? People seem to have forgotten about it after the initial hype, like that we had that 9% or that 12% green day on Ethereum, and then everyone just stopped thinking about it, right? There's going to be another huge Ethereum rally soon, and I would say within like 48 hours to 72 hours of the start of this rally. I'm not saying from now, but like when the rally starts, I think Ethereum is going to between 2 to 3x. Like it's going to be overnight, it's going to be immediate, no one's going to be ready. It's going to be just like the last rally, right? The last rally, we just teleported 12% on Ethereum. We moved from like below 3,000 to all the way to 37 or 3,800 in the matter of minutes, right? Like and now imagine that not because of hype, but because of actual insane volume flowing in, and hype. And it's not just hype in the crypto world, in the crypto community, but like among normies, because normies have not flooded the market yet. This is still the pregame, right? We have not started the bull run. Nothing is going vertical yet. Like our alts are not going vertical, and no one is ready for it. Absolutely nobody. So, all of that happening is going to be a huge catalyst because Ethereum is chopping right now. Like this looks like it did at the peak, or when it hit 4,000, 2 or so months ago. Like it's just chopping right now, and a lot of memes are getting absolutely destroyed. But we went vertical way longer than you would expect from a TA perspective, right? We went from 40K all the way up to 9.5 million market cap in like 12 hours. Like that doesn't just happen, right? You know how many people are up 100, 200, 300, even up to $1 million at that and did not sell because they believe in the project? Like guys, this is not a normal project. The most projects would have gone to zero. Most would have rugged. All right, you guys saw how quickly that $100,000 sell got eaten up. You guys saw how quickly three $50,000 sells got eaten up. Right there are people who are early, who are they had dust left over from the initial pump, and their $50 went all the way up to like 100 grand, and those people are exited, right? We're not worried about them anymore. They can't hurt us. We already recovered from that. Let me check. We dumped from like 7 mil all the way down to 4 mil and then immediately shot back up to 7 mil. Like that doesn't just happen. And like I said, guys, there are so many buyers lined up waiting for OTC, and I just don't have the money to help all of them. So they're going to be buying on the chart. Take that as a warning. It's not financial advice, but I strongly believe we're going so much higher in the short term. Hey, I see that we have another request to come on up. Awesome. And also, I appreciate not shilling Normie. I am in your project actually. It's one of 4 Ethereum projects I'm in. I respect the man. What's the word? The professionalism. Hey V, how's it going?
Good man, bro. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Like I saw Stonks on Twitter, and I was reading about it.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. And we're happy to have you here, man. You're very early. You're very
Thanks, man.
early.
How much market cap is right now?
I think it's about 5 or 6 mil. It fluctuates a lot. It's at 5 mil market cap right now.
Okay.
But it like depending on the hour, it's at like 4, 5, 6 mil, sometimes 7 mil. But if anyone's looking at the 15-minute chart too right now, this looks like a giant bull flag. We're getting ready to break out, and nobody's ready.
Yeah, I can confirm that it's a giant bull flag, and we're at 5 mil. We hit, almost 10 mil, and we aren't even on Coin Market Cap. We're not even on CoinGecko. We're not on any major exchange. And look what we've done in 2 days. And the conviction of the whales and the holders not to sell at the 10 million mark. I mean, where do you see that? They know where it's going. It's going to 1 billion and maybe more, right? Probably more. I'm so bullish, man.
100%. And also to speak on the whales and on the or the distribution for a tiny bit. I know that some people out there may be confused. They may not be happy that there's a lot of supply in the hands of some bigger whales out there. And let me just say that there's one common factor between some of the biggest, most successful memes out there. Between your Pepe, Shib, With, Brett, Andy, Bobo, they're all top heavy, right? Memes that don't have high conviction whales to keep the chart stable don't make it, right? There are some fire memes out there that just die because a bunch of paper handed Jeets control like 0.5% of the supply, and there's just hundreds of them. Not hundreds, there's dozens of them. And that kills a project. It doesn't matter how strong your project is, and it slows it down so much. Like on Bird Dog, that's another project that I'm very keen on. There are no really huge whales, and we have an incredible narrative, an incredible project, an incredible community, but there's no major whales keeping the chart stable. So, like, day traders kind of screw the chart sometimes, and so it's still going up. It's gone up from like 1 mil to well over 20 mil in the past 2-3 weeks. Um, but it takes a lot more time. You have to spend a lot more time accumulating. You have to spend a lot more time collecting. Like you spend more time ranging. It's just a pain. And but the ones that really just move quickly are the ones where the supply is controlled, right? And I can tell you, we're not gonna dump. I'm not gonna dump. There would be no point to me dumping anyways, because I'd probably get like 10% of what my bag is worth. Like no one's gonna dump. And if people do dump, we have OTC buyers who are ready to step in and fill the dip, like they already have 4 or so times now.
If
Um,
you guys need like a chatbot or something, like I am now studying AI software development, and I had like last 2 days I had a project with XRP Ledger, and yeah, if you need something, you can message me.
Sounds good, bro. I'll have to write your name down and send it to my Telegram guy.
Okay, it's cool, bro.
Are you in the Telegram, V?
No, I'm not. I'm now gonna join it. I'm gonna buy your token right now. That's
Awesome, man. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, man.
Love to
Yeah,
hear.
welcome aboard, man. That's fantastic to hear you join the community today. And anybody else on the call who hasn't joined the Telegram, please join the Telegram. It's early days, but we are building one sick community, and it's going to become a family in the coming weeks. So really looking forward to having you on board.
I also want shout out Amina. She gave the best calls in this space, bro.
Yeah, we're super lucky to have her here. We're super lucky to have everyone here. There's so many people who have stepped up and decided on their own outside of the team, who decided on their own, yes, this is something I have conviction in. And that takes a lot of guts for someone who isn't on the team already, to not know what's going on behind the scenes, but still believe in the narrative. That conviction is so much more bullish to me than, a team member's conviction. So that yeah, I'm super glad to have
Hello.
everybody here. Hey Sergeant, how's it going? Hello Sergeant, can you hear me? Is he rugging or am I
Yeah,
rugging?
I think he's
I,
bugging.
I think it's him.
Gotcha. No problem. He's probably having technical difficulties. I have those a lot on spaces. Um, hey, how's it going, Sean?
Hey, what's up, Guardian? Hey, I found it interesting the thing you said about MEXC and tethering. What can you explain that a little bit more? Like how it won't dump the chart, or what do you do to MEXC to make sure it's a smoother chart?
So basically, what happens is when you list on an exchange, most of the fees are actually just what you're giving them for the liquidity pool. So like MEXC, they usually charge about $60,000. In they usually charge about $60,000, and most of the time it's split between tether and tokens. But we are doing it entirely in tether, so that they have to buy tokens off the chart, which is bullish for the liquidity pool. And then there's also the market making. We are using MEXC market making, which is fantastic. It's very high quality. Um, I I don't really want to try and explain market making because it's strangely complicated. I don't know if I would do it justice, and I don't want to confuse people. You guys can look into that on your own time, but we are using MEXC for market making. They're keeping the books, and we needed 30,000 tether and 30,000 tokens for that. So basically, in going super tether heavy, they don't need to sell any of the tokens to get tether. They actually have to buy tokens for the liquidity pool.
Damn, that is bullish as fuck. Jesus, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's super hype. It's super hype. And
Nice.
yeah, and there's I would be betting that there's a lot of exchanges that are going to self list eventually. And for anyone who doesn't know, when a lot of projects or when a project brings in a high amount of volume, exchanges that haven't made a deal with that project that really want that volume, because that's how these exchanges make money. It's not in listing fees or anything like that. They don't make money off of that. They make money off of the volume. Like 1% plus of every transaction goes to their wallet, right? So if we're bringing in $1 million of volume, that's $10,000 a day that our project would be bringing in for them. So a lot of exchanges are going to start self-listing in the coming weeks or months, as we bring in higher volumes on MEXC and our other exchanges that we have lined up, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And in order for them to self-list, they have to buy tokens either OTC or off the chart. And yeah, it's going to be great. It's extremely bullish.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be wanting a piece when this starts kicking off.
Yeah. Can I just say, guys, I mean, we've got about 40 odd people on this call, and this is insane alpha that you are dropping, Guardian. I mean, what other project, day two, lets its community members know what's coming at this level? It's insane.
Exactly. And I mean, you guys saw, what happened with Wolf OX67, or I imagine a lot of people saw. It ran from 3 mil to 100 mil market cap in under a week, right? Under 1 week, it ran from, or maybe it was a little bit over a week, but it was a very short amount of time. It felt like a week. It ran from 3 mil all the way to 100 mil market cap, and that is the only project ever that I have ever seen CTO and then is donated a very large amount of the supply, right? Keck, he's awesome. He kind of started up the Wolf 0x67 project, and he kind of inspired me to do something similar. He bought up about 20% of the supply and donated half of it to the marketing wallet. And I've been following their project, and it's been going incredibly for them, right? And they've been able to use those funds to get on a ton of exchanges when the time is right, connect with the right market makers, bring a lot of great people on board. Like it's incredibly bullish, and I'm a friend of his, and you know he is giving advice. I can't really say more than that. He's not a part of the team. He's not in any of the team chats. But you know, friends offer each other advice, and you know we're following the same playbook, right? And we've learned from their mistakes. And no, I'm not part of their team, by the way. I'm just an investor. We've learned from their mistakes, and we're kind of optimizing off of what they did, using them as an example or a test case. So yeah, next few days you're going to see exchanges. There's going to be a lot of bullish things happening. And guys, MEXC and LBank are just the start, right? There are several others lined up. I don't want to give too much away, nor do I want to give a timeline because that's extremely, you know, that it's not set in stone for anything other than MEXC and LBank, as far as timelines go. So I'm not really going to say much other than that, but very bullish things are coming.
And it very much sounds like it. That's it's amazing, Guardian. Great work. I know you've been really busy the past 3 days, so fantastic job, man. This is incredible.
It's kind of crazy how the timing of which these things happen. Like I don't know if anyone here follows Max from Because Bitcoin, but he ended up being in a similar position to what I'm in now with Andy, where he was, you know, pumping out exchanges, like spending all day on the phone with different, you know, listing agents and market makers and just stuff like that. And he was on vacation as well. It was just kind of ironic that it always seems to happen that way. Murphy's Law, I guess. Um, but yeah, I've been putting a lot of time. I've gotten no more than like 3 to 5 hours of sleep the past like 3 days. All right, I'm working overtime. I'm making sure this meme gets to where it belongs.
And if you can't tell, guys, Guardian is an absolute student of the space. He's looking at everybody around him. He's made friends with incredibly successful people in this space, like Max, like Keck. So he's a student, and he's applying everything that he's learned into this project. And I can't wait to see where this is going to go.
I kind of have no doubt if you actually follow Guardian, you're just going to end up doing really well in this market. Guardian, I just want to float your boat here just a little bit. And like I said, I'm on the sidelines, but I'm definitely going to find my way in right now after this spaces, just because the way you present yourself, the way you speak is very good. I joined a bunch of spaces to learn because obviously look at my name, it's Basehead Normie. I'm just a normal human trying to like figure out the meme stuff. But I can already feel the leadership that's coming out of you. You sound fairly young to me, and I already feel like you're ahead in your years of just the way you speak, the way you hold yourself. I go into a lot of these other spaces, and it's like, oh my God, we're going to $1 billion. We're doing this. And it's just like, like, yeah, everyone says that about every coin and every project that they're, because everyone believes in the coin that they bought because they bought it and they're invested in it. And as soon as they sell it, they're not in the spaces, they're not following anything and stuff like that. And so I just want to say that, like, just listening to you speak and the way you're handling this stuff, it sounds like pretty fucking rad, dude, to be honest. And you definitely got you got me on in, should I say? Yeah, I'm gonna go and sell whatever I can right now to figure out how to buy in. So, thank you, man.
Well, don't sell your friends club. You know that one's
Yeah,
destined
yeah.
for a really high market cap. But
I got the
I'm
smaller
not
piece
gonna
to
say,
get rid of.
yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about that one yet. Um,
All right, all right.
I've been sitting on my bag of that for a while,
Hmm.
and I'm up a lot on it. It was at like $400 a few days ago, and now it's like $2,500.
Oh, nice,
Like,
nice.
it just kind of happened overnight. You know, God Candle just appeared out of nowhere. It was kind of wild. And I haven't tweeted about it in a while. I probably should. But yeah, and you know, for anyone who knows me, I'm a very binary person, and I'm a very goal driven person. If I don't have a goal, I'm not gonna get anywhere. But if I have a goal, I'm gonna get there, or at least I'm gonna do my best to make sure I do. And I'm extremely binary, right? I've known for a long time, like Stonks is my favorite meme, and it's been on my mind since I got into crypto. Like, if there was a Stonks meme, like there should be a Stonks meme coin. There is not a single more fitting meme for a meme coin for crypto than Stonks, because that is literally what Stonks is all about. It is tokenized meme coin culture, right? There's nothing more fitting. And I have been waiting for a token to appear for months, and I've known exactly what I was going to do. I've mapped it out in my head. I've thought about it. This is not a spur of the moment decision. This is my brainchild of several months in the making, right? And I'm here to see it through. I like, it wouldn't be it would not be good for me to like sell off and just go off with a couple $100,000, like, because then it's gonna bug me for the rest of my life of saying, what if I actually just kept working on it? What if I actually took it where it could have gone? Instead of walking away with a couple hundred, I could have walked away with a couple million, you know? And yeah, that's right. I'm here to make money. If you're not here to make money, what are you doing in this space, right? I hope you're not here for the drama, because that's not good. You should probably refocus your time. We're here to make money, and if you're not, you're, you know, a bit of a fool, unless you already have plenty of money and you just do this because you enjoy it. But I'm here to make money, and I'm like, the way that I see this making the most money for me, transparently speaking, is if this gets to like well over a billion market cap, and I sell in a way that does not affect the chart and is bullish for everyone, and it keeps on going. Because like I said, I'm gonna have a V3 pool set up. I'm going to be adding liquidity to the V2 pool, so that's going to be generating funds for me as well. So that's a way that I can invest my holdings for a return without selling and messing up the chart, which is why I would be doing that. I don't want to talk about all the different ways that I'm going to use my own bag, but like, it wouldn't make sense for me to sell, is what I'm trying to say. There is no reason I would sell. It's not. It doesn't make sense mathematically. There is no case in which that is the best scenario for me, especially when it's a meme that if I were to abandon the project, it would probably go to a billion without me. Like, this is a very powerful meme. So I don't want to ramble too much about that. Just know there's no chance for me selling. Right? I'm not. There's no reason that I would. It's not nearly worth it. So yeah, we're gonna end up wrapping the spaces up in the soon. If anyone else has any closing questions, you're welcome to request up, or if you're already up on stage, feel free to ask them. And yeah, let's wrap it up.
I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. This was a amazing turnout for our first spaces. Honestly, I'm impressed. So let's make the next one even bigger.
100%, it will be. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. It's been great having you all. Thanks for listening to me ramble for a little bit. And thanks for asking the questions that you did, because I'm sure anyone who asked a question, there were people in the audience who had the same question. So you guys are very helpful coming up and asking questions. I really appreciate it. And yeah, have a good rest of your night, guys.
Good night, everyone. The stonks go up.